Hi, my name is Roshan C. Evans. Um, I'm back at a apartment search again down here in Houston, Texas, as a sex offender. Um, I was I signed a plea deal at the age of 17 for a sex offense that I'm still uncertain as if, or to the reason that I don't know if I should have signed that plea deal at the age of 17. I'm still uncertain, just looking at the laws of America today and how they don't work for some but work for others. I'm uncertain that, if me signing the plea deal at the age of 17, if it was the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. I signed a plea deal to avoid 15 years in prison for statutory with a female that's 1 year and 4 months younger than me. And I wonder if I didn't sign this plea deal, would it have been possible for me to beat my case? I'm uncertain as to the reason why I'm on a sex offender registry list. I don't understand, how anybody could do something like this to me. I still, right now, today, at the age of 37, which is 20 years later, don't understand how all this happened to me. But I'm on a sex offender registry list, not because I committed some type of crime or touched somebody's kid, or did something I should not have done. Yet, I'm on a sex offender registry list because of a female that was in my age group, snuck out of her home and got in trouble, and they shifted the anger, or the mother or somebody, I don't know what took place in the house, but it somehow shifted from an in-home situation to an out-home situation. Now I am on a sex offender registry list for, I don't know, maybe the rest of my life. Hopefully it's not. When I signed my deal at the age of 17, my lawyer told me that I would only have to register for 10 years. I didn't even know what a registry was. Only thing I knew was that I wouldn't have to spend 15 years in prison behind an angry parent. So I signed this plea deal. They threw in the registration at the very end. It was told to me 10 years. So my 10 years should have been up at the age of 27. I'm 37 years old right now, which means I'm 10 years overdue. But I'm still here on the sex offender registry, and I'm still going through life, as a sex offender, where people want to give you cold shoulders, shut you out of everything, make it hard for you to survive and live, don't want to give you jobs, don't want to pay you living. There's not one apartment complex that I found in Houston, Texas, that will rent to a sex offender. The only way you can find housing as a sex offender in Houston, you have to find maybe a house that's owned by someone that you may know that's willing to rent to you. And then you have to make sure that it's not too close to a school, too close to a pool, too close to a daycare, too close to a park, so even though they may be able to rent to you or will rent to you because they know you, you still have to make sure you're not too close to the schools and the parks and the pools and the daycares, because then you out of compliance again and it will send you back to prison. So I'm on an apartment search right here in Houston, and what I want to show you is that nobody is willing to rent to a sex offender. No matter the case, no matter the cause, no matter how you got put on a sex offender registry, no matter if you got put on a sex offender registry because of an angry parent, no matter if you're on the sex offender registry because you were urinating outside, no matter you got put on the sex offender registry because somebody lied, however you got on the sex offender registry, it don't matter. They're going to bunch everybody in one category, and they're going to exclude you out of everything. Housing do not exist in apartments for sex offenders in Houston, Texas. So, on our apartment search, we ended on the Highlands on Hollister Road. So let's make sure we didn't call them, because we are fenced to call them right now to see if they will rent to a sex offender. Highland. Address 6969 Hollister Road. Let's go ahead and give them a call. Phone number is 713-690-9765. Now again, I'm not on a sex offender registry because I committed some crime. I'm on a sex offender registry because of an angry parent that couldn't control her daughter, and now I am the one who have to suffer for the rest of my life while they move on and live happily ever after. It's like, how do you destroy somebody like this? And it happens all the time.
Hello, thank you for calling Highland Apartment Homes. Great living in Houston. Para continuar en español, oprime el ocho. Our staff is busy helping other customers right now. For information about our homes in Highland, press 1. For our office hours, press 2. If you are a resident and have a maintenance issue, press 3. For information about our homes in Highland, press 1. For our office hours, press 2. If you are a resident and have a maintenance issue, press 3. If you would like to reach our courtesy officer, press 4. To leave a message for our office, press 5, and a representative will call you back during normal business hours. If you have the tone, please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message regarding your call. I'll make sure that our staff gets it right away.
Yes, my name is Roshan, and I was looking for a apartment, possibly over at the Highlands. If someone can give me a call back at 713-231-6131. Again, that's 713-231-6131. And that's Roshan C. Evans. Thank you. Okay. Left a message. So we are going to call Foss on Antoine. Let me make sure we hadn't called them yet. Foss Antoine. That's gonna be at 6101 Antoine Drive, and phone number is 713-688-8407. Let's see. Yes, ma'am. Who am I speaking with?
This is Sandy.
How you doing, Sandy? My name is Roshan, and I was looking for a one-bedroom apartment. I was wondering if you can help me.
Okay, Roshan, how soon were you trying to move in?
As soon as possible.
The one bedrooms I have available at the moment, they would be on the 3rd floor. And those won't be available till probably like the 27th or the 1st.
Okay.
Of
August.
Yes. Yes, I'm looking and I only have available on the 3rd floor as of right now.
Okay. Okay.
What includes in the prices would be your water, trash, gas, and pest control. You're only reliable for your own electricity. The prices range from $610 all the way to $725, and that's depending on the square footage.
Okay. 16.
They start from 550 up to 700 square feet.
Okay. Okay.
The application fee is $50 per adult, and there is a $100 holding fee. That $100 holding fee does go towards your deposit, which at the moment your deposit could be from $99 up to your first month's rent. That's depending on your rental history. If you have no rental history, it's depending on your income.
Okay. Okay. And criminal history. Do you accept people with backgrounds?
We can work with some, and it depends on what. Because normally we don't take criminal background.
Okay. And when you say you can work with some, what kind of criminal backgrounds do you work with?
It would just pretty much be like possession of marijuana. That's pretty much it, and it depends how old it is as well.
Okay. Now what if it's a sex offense?
Unfortunately, we wouldn't work with that.
Okay. No matter what type of sex offense it is? What if
Correct.
the sex offense was not really a sex offense but an angry parent?
It will pretty much, on your screening, it would come up as a sex offense, so we wouldn't work with that.
Okay. Do you know anyone who do?
No, unfortunately, I don't.
Okay. Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome. You have a great one.
You
Bye.
too. Nobody is willing to give a sex offender an apartment. So, if they take away your jobs, if they take away your place of living, if they make everything super hard, what do? Do you kill yourself? Where do you go if you have nowhere to go? Everybody don't have a support system. Everybody don't have somebody they can count on. And everybody don't have anywhere to go. So what do? Do you purposely commit crimes to go back to jail so you'll actually have somewhere to live, sleep, shower, and eat? I mean, because they nearly make it impossible for somebody with a sex offense to survive in the world. How are you supposed to do it? Let's see. Casa Rosa Apartments is who we're calling. They are located at 5555 Antoine Drive, and 713-812-1700. And with rent in Houston being $600, They certainly take felons. They just being careful on what they say and who they say it to. But they certainly take felons. They just don't take sex offender felons. Now, we're going to call the Casa Rosa Apartments. Let's see.
Thank you for calling Casa Rosa. This is Tania speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, Danny. My name is Roshan, and I was looking for an apartment. 1 bedroom.
Okay. I don't have any 1 bedroom at this present moment. I'm not sure if next month something comes up, but right now I don't have anything. And you're interested only in this area?
Not really. I can move around.
Okay. I can provide to you a number, and they can refer to you, an apartment that I have 1 unit available.
Okay.
The 1 bedroom. Okay, are you ready to write the numbers?
I am.
Okay, the central leasing information, and the number is 281-445-3273.
281-445-3273. And that's central leasing.
Yes.
Okay, and I got a question for you. So, how much are your 2 bedrooms?
The 2 bedrooms, 1 bath runs for $750 to $790. $790 that's downstairs and $750 upstairs.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So if 2 bedrooms, $750 to $790, how much are your 1 bedrooms? Just curious.
$675.
Wow, $675.
Yes.
Okay, so what if I was to just go ahead and take a 2 bedroom?
But I'm not sure, if you like to transfer, you have to wait till at least finish your lease. And I wonder, but later on, we're going to have a 1 bedroom available by the time your lease is up.
Do you have a 2 bedroom available right now?
The 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, we're going to have something available by end of this month.
Okay. And what will we need to do to start the process to see if I qualify?
Yes, you have to go to our website.
Okay.
The way that you can apply online.
Okay, so it's I don't just come in and fill out the application with you?
No more. They stop, to do like that. So now you have to go do everything online. You can start your process, everything online.
Okay. So let me ask you this, and I'll let you go. Do you work with criminal history?
Yes, we do. Like for felonies or misdemeanors, has to be 18 years old. We work case by case according what it is. Something that my company don't work, that is something involved in drugs, sex offender, prostitution.
So if somebody have prostitution, they can't move in?
No, sir. Our policy is like that.
Okay, and the sex offense. Now, because all sex offense originate from different places. Sometimes people get put on a list because of an angry parent or, like false accusations, like the reasonings behind people being on a sex offense. Let me ask you, you put it all in one category. How about if somebody was like using the restroom outside and I'll have to register as a sex offender? They wouldn't be able to move in?
That is showing the records. I'm sorry, sir. That is showing the record. We just have to run the application. That is something that is shown there and explain to us what it was on that moment.
Okay.
So that is only that I show, in a criminal background. So that's what I've got it for. So can you hold, please?
Yeah. Their rent is $675 for 1 bedroom. And they don't take felons. I find that hard to believe.
Good morning. This is Marsha. How can I help you?
Hi, Marsha. My name is Roshan. I was actually looking for an apartment. I had a few questions. I know you don't have any one bedrooms available. You'll have a 2-bedroom available at the end of the month. But I asked, I think her name was Danny, if she
Her name is Tanya.
Tanya. Yeah, I asked her, do you work with felons? And she say
Yes,
some.
that's according to what it is.
What is your name?
Marsha.
Marsha.
MARCIA.
Okay, and she was just telling me about how if you have like prostitution or a sex offense, you can't move in. And I was wondering, well, I asked her about the prostitution, and she told me. But then I asked her about the sex offense, and I was explaining, like, if someone actually urinated outside and now have to register, would that disqualify you? Or if somebody caught, say, some type of... I was wondering, do you bundle all people in the same bag, no matter what the case is?
Well, basically, my company does say specifically sex offenders, prostitution, according to what the drug charge may be, assault. Those are categorized, and all of those are automatic disqualification.
Now, what if my record show that I have a sex offense and my charge is statutory, but if you look, it shows that I was 17 and she was 1 year and 4 months younger than me, but yet I still signed a plea deal to avoid 15 years in prison. Would that still disqualify me?
The only way that we could work with in any situation, it has to have judicial dismissal. It has to show that you have gone to court and that case has been dismissed.
Okay.
Other than that, no ma'am.
Okay.
No ma'am.
Okay, so even if you see on there that it's statutory, and I was 17, and the person was 1 year and 4 months younger than me, and they say that this person was a minor because they was 16 and under, that would disqualify me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I'm a cert.
I'm sorry.
So where do you know anyone that will rent to a sex offender?
With you, what will probably have, what is your name?
Roshan C. Evans.
Roshan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my suggestion is going to be to you, Roshan, you may want to get with a locator.
I done that.
And you've done that, and let them know what your situation is, because the best thing is probably going to be, that is a great risk, especially when you're dealing with an incorporation, and companies, like I said, they have their statutes that they work with. However, there are individual owners that will do things differently, to consider, just like everything that you're saying and how long ago it's been, because people do change. Things happen when we're younger. We do stuff when we're younger, that we're remorseful for when we get older. And now we know better, and we're like, oh my God, how did I do that?
You know what? I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't mean to interrupt. But, because, I just get a little, like, when people just automatically assume that people guilty of a crime just because it's on their background, it's like, we don't have to be remorseful, because of something we did, because the laws don't suit everybody. They're not made to protect everyone.
Exactly.
So,
and this is what I'm saying. As an individual, if I were an individual owner listening at your situation, I would be, as long as you've been good on your job, you haven't had anything else on your record, I may well consider you. Because as an individual owner, then that's my own personal risk. But when when you're dealing with a company and a corporation like I'm employed by, they have their rules and regulations. So my suggestion, Roshan, is that you may want to find individual owner, because there are individuals that own, duplexes, townhomes, and even apartments. But locators would be, they're the one that has a greater database than myself, and then they can suggest or lead you there.
You know why the locators couldn't find me a place for a sex offender?
No, ma'am.
And I'm a sir again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They couldn't find me a place because there are no places for sex offenders.
Okay.
But thank you very much, Miss Marsha.
All right, Roshan. I wish you well on your looking.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we got. She was starting to irritate me a little bit. Let's see, Oak Glen Apartments. It'll be the next on the list. They tell you to go to an apartment locator, but the apartment locators don't have any apartments for you either. Matter of fact, as soon as I finish this page, I'm gonna go to apartment locator. Watch this. Let's see, 5500 Antoine Drive, 153. Okay, Oak Glen Apartments. It's called.
Thank you for calling Oakland Apartment 61. How may I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Who am I speaking with?
With Yvonne?
Yvonne. My name is Roshan, and I was looking for an apartment. I was hoping you can help me.
I'm sorry, at this moment I don't have anything available.
Thank you, Yvonne.
You're welcome.
Wow. They don't have nothing available. Okay, let's see. Pine Forest. Let's try Pine Forest. And Pine Forest Place Apartments. So we're gonna put down Pine Forest Park. Pine Forest Park. That's gonna be 53 Deep Forest Drive. Let's see. All I want to find is one apartment complex. I don't care where. I don't care what side of town. I don't care how much it costs. I just want to find one apartment complex anywhere in Houston, Texas that say they accept sex offenders. Because if I could find one apartment complex that actually accepts sex offenders, I can actually help other people find a place to live. Because I'm not the only one out here. It's many of us. How you got on the list, I don't know. But I can tell you how I got on the list. And the way I got on the list, it's not right, it's not cool, and it's ugly, and it shouldn't be. But it is. So, no, I gotta deal with it. 713-688-7737.
Thank you for calling. My name is Maribel. How may I help you?
How you doing, Maribel? My name is Roshan, and I was looking for an apartment. One will be fine.
One, okay. And how soon do you need it?
As soon as possible.
Okay. Right now we actually do have a one bedroom. It's a one bedroom, one bathroom. It's a fully remodeled with stainless steel appliances, brown cabinets, and up-to-date light fixtures and faucets. That one is available right now for $819. And we do have a special. If you move in before the 22nd of the month, you will only pay $99 for the month of July and $5.99 for the month of August. It won't be until September that you will pay full month's rent.
Okay. Okay. And do you do criminal background checks?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Do you accept felons?
It depends on the term of time and as well as the classification of the felony.
So when you say depend on the term of time, it means how old it is?
How old it is and what the charge was.
Okay, and what the charge was. Now, I am a registered sex offender from a charge that took place when I was 17 years old, and my charge was statutory with a female that was 1 year and 4 months younger than me that fell in the gap of 16 and under. This is 20 years ago.
Okay.
Will you be able to
If
find...
you're a registered sex offender, unfortunately, we won't be able to approve the application per our guidelines.
Okay, and that's... So it don't matter the charge or how you got it. As long as you got it, there's nothing you can do.
Correct.
Okay. There's no justice in that, I'll tell you. Do you know anyone that will rent to a sex offender?
Not exactly sure. I know for our sister properties we use the same guideline. My best suggestion is to contact a locator, and they'll be able to help you out.
They not able to help me either. So you don't know anyone that can rent to a sex offender, is what you said?
No, I wouldn't know.
Okay, thank you, Marabella.
No problem.
Okay, Hollyview Apartments will be the next one on the list. You know what? No, I'm gonna write Hollyview down to hold my place as to where I am. That way I can start back where I left off. But everyone keeps saying call an apartment locator. I've called a few apartment locators on previous videos. All apartment locators were unable to help me locate a apartment for a sex offender. But I'm gonna let's do another one for this video here. Let's see. Apartment locator. Houston, Texas. Okay, let's see what apartment locator comes up. Free apartment locator, Houston, Texas. Let's see. Let's pull the phone number so we can call. And this is crazy. It's like, where do you expect people to live if there's nowhere to live? Okay, small city apartment locator, Houston, Texas. See, small city apartment locator, Houston. This is the apartment locator we're gonna call. Their phone number is 713-482-1323. Let's get something to drink. Let's see. Let's go ahead and call. Okay. 713-482-1323.
This is Reagan.
Hi, Megan. That you say your name Megan, right?
Reagan?
Oh, Reagan. Hi, Reagan. My name is Roshan, and I was looking for an apartment, and I was wondering if you can help me.
Okay, great. When are you looking to move?
As soon as possible.
Okay, how many bedrooms are you looking for?
I want to be just fine.
Alright, and what's your price range for that?
If I can find anything between 450 and 850, it'd be amazing.
Okay. So the properties that we're going to typically start around like 900 to 1,000 and then go up from here. So unfortunately, we might not be the best resource for you. I'm so sorry.
Well, nope. You asked me what would be the price range I was looking for, and I told you a price range I was looking for. But 900 to 1,000, we can go ahead and go with that.
Okay. Can I get your first and last name?
It's Roshan, Roshawn. Last name is Evans, E, V as in Victor, A-N-S.
Alright, is this a good number to reach out to you?
It is.
Would you prefer text or phone call?
Either.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pass this along for locator and I'll be in touch with you shortly, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. You have a great day.
You too. Reagan is not going to call back. So, I see the apartment locator range is from 900 to 1,000. So, we're going to call another apartment locator. And this time, if they ask me the range of what I want to spend on an apartment, I'll tell them between $900 and $1,000, just to see if they can locate me any apartment complex anywhere in Houston, Texas that will accept somebody with a sex offense. So we're gonna do the A1 apartment locators. They don't give me an address, but their phone number is 281-556-1421. Because Reagan is not gonna call back. That's for sure. Well, if she do, it would probably surprise me. When you ask me what's a good price for me, or what do I want to spend, that don't mean that's what I can afford, because that's not the same question. What I can afford and what I want to pay is two different things. So
Good morning, anyone help you?
yes, sir. What's your name?
Rod?
Rod. My name is Roshan, and I'm looking for an apartment, and hopefully you can help me locate one.
Okay, 1 second, please.
All right.
Okay, is it R-O-S-H-U-N or spelled differently?
Spelled differently. It's Roshawn.
And your last name?
Evans, E, V as in Victor, A-N-S.
I can spell that. How did you get our phone number?
Internet.
Great. Okay, and what area of Houston do you need the apartment?
I'm sorry?
What area of Houston do you need the apartment?
Actually, I would like 3rd Ward, but anywhere in Houston, I'm flexible. It's fine.
Where's your job located?
I work everywhere, so yeah, I'm not in one particular spot. I'm an author.
Well, what about the West Chase, West Oaks area? So that's convenient because you're right on the Beltway and you connect to all the freeways. There's a lot of good options in that area.
You know, I think you probably hit the nail on the head. That's pretty good.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, and how many bedrooms do you need?
One to be fine.
Just for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Any animals?
No.
Okay. Do you require washer-dryer connections?
It'll be nice.
Just preferred, not mandatory?
Right.
Okay. And the movement date that you need it for?
As soon as possible.
Okay. Well, here's the key question. Rashawn, what is the maximum rental range that you do not want to exceed?
$1,350.
Okay, I can do either 13 or 14 above 1,000. I can do $100 increments. So you want me to just do 13 or 14?
Do 14.
Okay, well, if you feel comfortable going that high, then I'll make washer dryer included because you have plenty of options with washer dryer included.
That's perfect.
Okay, and your daytime phone number?
713
Okay,
231 6131.
6131. And the email address I can email the listing to?
Evans Transportation.
TransportationTransportation
09@gmail.com.
09@gmail. So you're in the transportation business?
I used to be.
Okay, let me confirm email. Okay, Evans Transportation 09@gmail.com.
That's right.
Cool. So what do you do now?
I'm an author.
All right.
A speaker, a motivator.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Hey, let me explain real quick how my service works. My service to you is totally free. All I ask of you, Rashawn, is to please remember to list my name, Ron Morrison, and company A1 Apartment Locators as your referral source of the guest card and rental application of the property you lease with. And please don't forget me there because if you do, they want to give me credit for referring you.
What was your last name? Spell it for me.
Morrison, Morrison. And the first name is Rod, R-O-D.
Okay.
Do you have access to your email right now?
I do.
Give me about 10 minutes to plug this in my database. Check your email in 10 minutes and you should see the list in your inbox. If you don't see it, don't forget to check your spam or junk folder and look them over. And please let me know which ones are of interest. I can start monitoring availability for you, okay?
Okay, well, before you let me go and send me the email to see what I'm interested in, I have a few questions.
Sure, go ahead.
How about the criminal background?
Yeah. Do you have a misdemeanor or a felony?
I do.
Okay, is it a felony or misdemeanor?
A felony.
Okay, how long ago was it?
20 years.
20, okay, what was the charge for?
It's a sex offense.
Uh-oh. So are you on the registry?
I am.
Uh-oh. Rashawn, oh God, I wish you hadn't said that because the few properties that will consider felonies, there are some types of charges they won't work with regardless, and it's any type of sexual or violent type of charges. So I'll be honest with you, you're going to have better options in the private sector where you can be renting from a private individual in the form of a house or duplex or condo. So research the real estate classifieds of all the local papers or har.com.
Okay, now what if I told you that, well, how about this? Because you can catch a sex offense in so many different ways. Some people do things they shouldn't. Some people may urinate outside. Some people may even be on a registry from an angry parent. Do you bundle all sex crimes in one bag, or do everyone bundle all sex crimes in one bag and just exclude everyone with the record and say we're not going to give you a place to live?
Yeah, well, first off, I don't determine that. It's the property management companies.
Okay.
And well, any type of sexually charged felony comes up, they flat out refuse to do it.
Automatically just refuse housing to you.
Yeah, that's why I recommended the private sector, because individual owners, like a private residence, like a house or a condo or a duplex, they're not nearly as strict. Sometimes they don't even do thorough background checks, but they're a lot more lenient. Whereas these management companies, they have these policies that they go by, and there's no gray area. It's either black or white. If it shows up with a sexual charge, they will not do it. Believe me, I would love to help you because I need the money. I need the business, but I don't want to waste your time or my time, honestly. And plus I don't want to be responsible for you losing upwards of $150 in application fees.
Okay.
I'm giving you the best advice I'm aware of is go to the private sector.
Private sector. Thank you, Mr. Morrison.
Okay, and good luck, and I wish you the best. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and try some private sector. Let's go ahead and call. He told me to look in the newspaper and find private sector. Okay, so let's see, because there's no apartment in Houston, Texas that will rent to me, period. Not one. Everyone say, call the apartment locator. But the apartment locator is going to tell me to come move with you. And you're going to tell me I can't move with you because I have the sex offense. So let's see if we can find some private homes. Private homes for rent in Houston, Texas. Okay, let's see what we come up with. Homes for rent, sale by owner. Okay, so we have Kingsland, way too far. I wouldn't be moving out there. No way. Okay, let's see. I put Houston, Texas. Why are these houses saying Kingsland? Let's see. Oh, it says Houston. Okay, so these are private homes. Let's go ahead and give a call to one of these houses here. Oops. Houston. Let's click on Houston. I want all Houston homes. Okay. Heights. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if they will turn me away.
Thank you for calling Starlight Homes. For quality assurance, this call may be recorded.
Two 81609-7450.
All of our agents are busy helping other customers. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Yes, my name is Roshan, and I was calling to see if I can schedule an appointment to come view a home or two. If someone can give me a call back at 713-231-6131. Again, that's 713-231-6131. Thank you. Okay. So, this will conclude the apartment search, home search, as a sex offender today. I will wait on some phone calls, see if anyone call me back. If anyone give me an opportunity, I'll make sure I keep you informed. But as of now, a sex offender right here in Houston, Texas, will not, under any circumstances, be eligible to rent a home or apartment in Houston, Texas by any means necessary, regardless of the charge or how you got the charge, because all sex offenders is classified in one bag, which to me it really seems a really unsafe way to handle people. You know, when you classify everyone with the same classification, it seems like it can create more danger and harm to society than be safe. And the sex offender registration, if I'm not mistaken, it was created to give the citizens in the community some safety, you know, some kind of safety blanket. But the sex offender registry is a system that has been abused since it was created. When they decide to put people like me on the sex offender registry due to an angry parent, or people that may have been caught with a public lewdness case or urinating outside, it's not giving anybody in the community any safety net or a safety bubble. It's putting people in a position to where they have to figure out what they're gonna do next, the next step in life. And if you take away all the options, sometimes the only option is to create crime, because that's the only way you can get by. There's no need to classify people as a dangerous predator when they are not a dangerous predator. Why take away my options when, I mean, you know, you could actually have so many more productive citizens across the United States of America if we stop like terrorizing people and breaking them down through a criminal record that they probably shouldn't have. Well, again, this will conclude the apartment search. My personal opinion: when you bundle everybody and classify them in the same category, it don't make a safer environment. It make the environment more rough. You know, it's like when you put little young poor or colored kids on a sex offender registry because they had sex or some kind of sexual contact with somebody a year, 2, 3 years younger than them. It's like you giving everyone permission to do whatever they want to do to you. You know, it's like you just put them in a position to where everything is just harder, everything is tougher, you know, and everybody look at you with side eye and don't want to be around you because of a case that they don't understand, and they will not take the time to understand, and they don't care how you got the case. And the only thing that matters is the classification of the case that you have. And people will block you out and box you out of everything as much as they can. And the only reason that they classify everybody with the same category is very strategic, I believe, because it destroys many minorities, you know, by having this case. But not only that, they get incentives. You know, the state actually get incentives for putting people on the sex offender registry, keeping tabs on us, and continuously keeping us under sanctions. They get paid for it. So, you know, I wish that if you're somebody that continuously go around raping people, raped multiple people, have multiple victims, you know, somebody that is a real rapist, you know, not somebody that, again, that's on the registry because of an angry parent, you know, like somebody who, you know, like just won't stop sexting young girls at the age of 30, you know, like, then maybe you should keep tabs on them and bundle them together and put them on some kind of offender list so they can't or continue to offend people. But, you know, it's like, this is just another way to destroy black people, brown people, foreigners, and poor people. And it's not right. And I don't deserve to be on this list. And I just wish that somebody would help me. I wish that somebody would, you know, that have the power would do something about these laws. I wish that somebody will create some kind of change to where, you know, kids with certain age gaps can't be placed on sex offender registries. I just wish that, you know, like they would take public lewdness out of the same category, you know, for a sex crime or a sex offender registry. I just wish that, you know, the whole sex offender registry, registration, anything dealing with sex offense was looked into deeply and changed for the better, because it really do need a lot of work. And right now it's not doing anything except destroying people by the masses, and we need some help. We need some help. I don't know what to do. I'm an activist, I'm a freedom fighter, but I don't know what to do in this situation. And I, as an activist, I am screaming for help. I'm asking for help. And if you have the power to do something, please come help us, because I am not the only one. It's many of us out here, and it's many of us that really need some help. So please come help us. Lawmakers, please change some policies. Homeowners, please change your rules. Apartments, please stop like keeping us out. We need a place to live too. If we have nowhere to live, what do you want us to do? Where do we go? How do you want us to live or survive? You know, and if you want to, like, if you want to prevent crime, then stop forcing people to commit crime by keeping them out of every loop. We need a place to live. We need somewhere to go. And if we have nowhere to go, what is there for us to do?